Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to send automated WhatsApp messages from Make using SendPulse. The setup is a bit complicated, but once you understand it and have all the components in place, sending messages becomes extremely straightforward. So without further ado, let's get into it. So here I am on the Miro board, and I already have a few things listed out here, and I'm going to walk you through it one step at a time. So let's start by zooming in here on the setup. To be able to send automated WhatsApp messages, you need three things. So the first thing is that you need a business WhatsApp account, right? Because to send automated WhatsApp messages, you cannot just do that from your personal WhatsApp account. You need a business WhatsApp account. And to be able to set up a business WhatsApp account, you need a phone number. Now, you can convert your personal phone number into a business WhatsApp account, but then you lose the ability to use that WhatsApp account just like your personal account. It no longer works the same way. And you will lose all of your messaging history that you have collected in your personal WhatsApp account. So if you are starting from scratch and if you don't already have a business WhatsApp account, I suggest getting a new phone number, using that phone number to register a business WhatsApp account. What I did in this case is because I did not want to go out and get like a SIM card and a new phone line, I used an online service called OpenPhone, which gave me a virtual phone number. And once I had the virtual phone number, the only requirement is that it should be able to receive, no matter which service you use for this virtual phone number, as long as you can receive a phone call and or a text message, good to go. Because when you create your WhatsApp account with a business number, it will send you SMS or a text message. And you need that code to be able to verify the number belongs to your business or to you. So these are the first two things you need, the business WhatsApp account, and to create the WhatsApp account, you need a phone number. It can be an actual SIM card in a device, or it can be a virtual phone number, as long as you are able to receive an SMS or a phone call. Right? So once this has been taken care of, the next thing you need is an API, right? Because we're sending automated messages, and the only way to do that is to use an API. Now, WhatsApp has an API, a business API, to be able to do that, but I find it a bit cumbersome to work with. And what WhatsApp has also done, or Meta, it has partnered with several solution providers, which basically take the Facebook or WhatsApp API and build a layer on top of it, which is much easier to work with. And on top of that, they also have some of their own tools to build WhatsApp bots and so on and so forth, which is more user-friendly than just working with the WhatsApp API directly. And for this, I chose SendPulse, which I found really easy to work with and is very user-friendly and has a lot of different features that can come in handy when setting up a business WhatsApp account or a bot. So what this does is, once you set this up, you have to connect it with your business WhatsApp account so that behind the scenes, SendPulse knows that which WhatsApp account you're using to be able to send these messages. And once you connect it, you will get an API key, which we can then take to Make and then start sending our messages. So that's the setup. And let me show you all of this before we actually test out the sending the messages part. So let's start here in SendPulse. So once you land on SendPulse, you will be given all of these different options because SendPulse is used for many different things. And one of them just happens to be the messenger chatbots. So when I click here, it is going to show me my existing bot. But if you don't have one here, you will basically click on the Manage Bots section, and it will give you all these options that you have within SendPulse to create different kinds of bots. You can create a Telegram bot, or you can create a chat directly from SendPulse. You can create a Facebook Messenger bot, so on and so forth. And one of them here is WhatsApp, right? So mine is already connected here, but I'll show you what it looks like when you connect a new one. So I click on Connect, and it is going to ask me, what are you doing? So you can either migrate, as I mentioned previously, you can enter your personal phone number and migrate it to a business account. And as it says here, once you do this, you can't really use it as a personal account anymore. So I don't recommend doing that personally, unless you have a free number lying around. So in my case, I went to the Connect Own Phone Number option, and then I agreed to the terms and conditions and click on Continue with Facebook. Once you click on that, basically what's happening is we are making this connection between Meta and SendPulse right here. So it will open this pop-up window. You click on, and I'm already logged into my Facebook account. So I click on Continue as Sahil Khosla, and it will basically guide me through the step-by-step process of setting up a business account. So click on Get Started. And now it's asking me if I am using an existing business account, which I have within Meta, or I'm creating a new business account. So you would click on Create a New Business Account, enter all the details, click Next, and you're going to go through all of these steps over here. So let me just briefly show you what it looks like here. just by selecting my existing one. So I added my website and my business name, click on next. And then next is going to ask you choose a WhatsApp business account. So the first step was, it is a bit convoluted, but the first step was essentially a Facebook or a Meta business account. And then the second one is a WhatsApp business account. So here again, I have my account already set up, but you can click on create a new WhatsApp business account. Once you do that, it is going to ask you which profile to use. So it's a new account, so you'll create a new profile, click on next. And at this step, it is going to ask you what is the name, category, so on and so forth. You can fill that out, but let me go back and select the existing one, click next. Yeah, just go through the settings here. I think it is creating a new account actually. I did not want to set up a new one, but that's fine. Let's just click on finish and see what happens here. Okay, it says everything's almost ready. So I believe it has just created a new WhatsApp bot for me, but I can just easily disconnect it. So let's just give it a few seconds. So here I get a notification, WhatsApp chatbot for Brisk Consulting has been activated. I'm going to click on setup chatbot and see what happens. Okay, perfect. So let's go to my bots. So once it's set up, it's going to bring you to this page. I'm going to go back here and see, okay, I still have one bot. So everything's good. Everything's good. It did not create a new bot for me, but actually I showed you the entire setup that I went through in the first place to create this bot. Very good. So that takes care of that. So basically at this point, what we have is we have the phone number already, which I used open phone. And by the way, when I created the WhatsApp account the first time, I received a code in my open phone account. So basically this code I entered in that pop-up that I just showed you. And after that verification, I was able to proceed and create the bot, just like you saw a couple of seconds ago. Perfect. So once this is created, all of these conditions are pretty much met. So we have the business WhatsApp account, we have the phone number, and we have the solution provider all set up. So what we can do now is take the API key from here and bring it into Make and then start sending our messages. Very good. So let me go back to SendPulse and show you where to get these settings. So you will go to account settings, and in here you have the option for API. So when you click here, you get this ID and secret, right? So you can copy this and take it over to Make, and then basically that will form a connection between I'm going to move this here and add a new box here. I'll just call this. There we go. So now Make is able to talk to our SendPulse account and vice versa. And this should be in both directions. Let's add the arrow here as well. Very good. So we got this and we got this, and we have the API keys. So we are ready to go. Except there's a problem. The business WhatsApp accounts don't work like your personal WhatsApp accounts. So what happens is, to send messages, essentially you have two options, right? Two types of messages. So the first one is user initiated. So if someone has your business phone number, for example, it's listed on your website or somewhere else on your physical location, they can basically scan a QR code or enter your phone number manually into their accounts. And once they add the phone number into their accounts, they can initiate a message with your business WhatsApp account at any time. And these types of messages are called user-initiated WhatsApp messages. So the user has the ability to initiate messages at any time. They can message you or message this business number at any time. And what happens is, when they initiate a message, that message is going to appear in your, let me go back here, chatbots, and click here on Brisk Consulting. And in my conversations, essentially what will happen is, anytime a user sends a message to my business number, it is going to appear here in this dashboard. And then I have the ability to talk to them directly from the dashboard. So the message that I send from here will actually appear in their personal WhatsApp number. The second type of messages are business initiated. So this is when you as a business want to send a message to your users using WhatsApp. So this is a whole situation that we have been building up to. And we want to do this automatically from Make. Of course, you can do it from the dashboard in a situation where you need to send a manual message. But the whole point of the setup is that you should be able to send automated messages. And these messages are typically either marketing messages or some kind of a support message. For example, if you provide a service and you want to send service updates to your users or your customers, you can do that. Or if you have received their consent to be able to send them marketing messages, you can do that. And these types of messages tend to be automated, and you can do that using Make with this setup. So business initiated, what happens is, because these are business initiated messages, the messages have to be pre-approved by WhatsApp. So you have to create some templates that are sent to WhatsApp, or of course, behind the scenes is sent to an API and maybe they use some artificial intelligence, but they have to approve the message that you can send to your customers. These messages can contain some variables that you can change when you send the message, but the message itself has to be a template. And you can only begin conversations with a template message. You cannot just go in and type whatever you want. You have to begin the conversation with a templated message. So you will go in and you can do this using SendPulse. So let's actually go there. So let's go back to my bots and actually let's close this here. So over here, you will see this option for templates. And in templates, you will see I already have 2 templates, but one of them was rejected, one of them was approved. But let's try to add a new template. So I will say, let's say service update message. And in here, I can type the text. So I'll say hello, and this would be the name of the customer. So you can add any variables you want. You just have to number them. So later on, when we send the message, we can replace one with the actual value. So I'll say hello, and that would be the customer name. This is an automated, or I guess, hello, the service you requested will be provided on, and then this could be the date. We look forward to helping you, and then we can say from Brisk Consulting. The reason I'm being so careful about this is because they tend to reject the messages if they're not properly formatted. This is not the best message, but you get the idea. The service you requested will be provided on, and this will be replaced by date when we send the message from Make, and we look forward to helping you from Brisk Consulting. Perfect. So category, let's see what else they have. They have marketing or utility. When I said utility last time, my message got rejected. So I'm just going to go with marketing for now for the sake of this video. And here it's asking me to give a couple of examples. So for one, it's the names. I'll say John. And for 2, it's the date. So we'll say something like 03/31/24. So that's the date. And there we go. So now, and if you wanted, you could also include buttons in your messages because these are templated messages. The button would be asking the user for some kind of confirmation, yes, no, and so on and so forth. But we'll leave that out for now. And let's save. And what's going to happen is it's going to say that the template has been submitted for approval. And it is currently pending. Last time it took me a couple of minutes before it came back. So let's try to sync it again. It is still pending. So let's give it a minute and come back to it. In the meantime, let's go back to the Miro. So let's finish this conversation of templated messages. So what happens is if you send an automated message, to begin the conversation, you can only send a templated message, as I already mentioned. But once you begin the conversation and the user responds, then you get a 24-hour window to have a free text conversation with the user. So you open with a templated message, it goes to the user. So it'll go to the user. I'm just going to add this box here. If the user responds, then you get a 24-hour window to have a normal text conversation. So that's how it works. Let me clean that up. So you begin the conversation. If the user responds, then you get a 24-hour window to have a regular text conversation, just like you would in a personal WhatsApp account. So then you can go back and forth. And this 24-hour window will continue to get extended as long as the user keeps responding. But once the user stops responding, the 24-hour clock down begins, and then eventually it will shut off. And then you will have to begin again with a templated message the next time you want to contact the user. Good. So let's go back to SendPulse and see what happened to our template. It's taking a while. It's okay. So we'll just use the welcome message for now for our setup. Very good. Okay, so 2 types of messages, user initiated and business initiated. User can initiate at any time. Business can also initiate at any time, but it can only be done through the templated messages. Very good. Just clean this up. Very good. Okay, so now we have everything. So we can go over to Make. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to rename this Send Automated WhatsApp Message using SendPulse. Very good. And for now, I'm just going to add one module actually, and we'll just run it directly from here. Hey, if you're enjoying this tutorial, you might want to check out No Code University, where I have a ton of practical courses on similar topics, including Airtable and Zapier. You can learn everything you need to know to unlock high income opportunities in the no-code and AI space. To get started, you can find the link in the description below. Now back to the video. And for you, it will basically be most likely a webhook that you call from another tool, for example, Airtable or your CRM. And then that webhook is going to trigger the scenario and then send a WhatsApp message. So here, since we are connected to SendPulse, remember, so we are connected to SendPulse, and SendPulse has a make module, we are going to add a SendPulse here. And then here you get all the options. And if you filter down by WhatsApp, you get 3 options. You can either send a WhatsApp bot message by phone number, or you can send a WhatsApp bot template message. And because in this scenario, we are initiating the conversation, we are going to use a template message. And then it's going to ask me, and my account is already connected. I already use the API keys and everything. So it says send to, and I'll say send it to a contact ID. And the contact ID is coming, well, you can use either one, phone number or contact ID, based on what you have stored in your CRM. For the purposes of this video, I'm just going to use a contact ID, and the ID is going to come from my existing conversation to this account, and that is over here. I'm going to put that in. And I'm doing this just so I don't expose my phone number. That's it. But I could have very well selected the phone number and essentially added the phone number here. And then the second option here is which bot you would like to use. I only have one WhatsApp bot, so that one automatically gets listed here. So for this, we'll use Brisk Consulting WhatsApp bot. And then we have to answer a few questions. So first thing is which template. So I'll say I'm going to use the welcome message. Very good. And then in the welcome message, if I go back here to the templates, oh, so this one actually came through as well, the approved. So let's just use that. Let's change it to service update message. And for code, we can select English and then add item. So this is where you will add the variables, right? So the first one, and the variables are actually in the body of the message. So we just select body. And then for the parameters, it is going to be 1 and 2. So first one is a text one, which is the name of the user. So let's say, I'm just going to use my name for now. Sahil Khosla. I'll say Sahil from Make, so we know it's obvious. And then for the second variable, so remember we had 2 over here in this one. Said hello one, the service you requested will be provided on this date. And then here for second one, we will use date and text. And for the value, we can just select either from here, or this can come from wherever you're calling your webhook from. So that's it. So we got the contact ID, we got the template, we got the variables and everything. Hit OK. And now let me make sure my WhatsApp is open here. So my WhatsApp is open, and this is the account I'm sending the message from, Brisk Consulting. It says here it's a professional services business account. No message so far. And notice that I can initiate a message at any time. But since we are initiating a message from Make, let's go ahead and run this. So run this module. Interesting. And here it seems like we received a new message. It says, hello, Sahil from Make. The service you requested will be provided on this date. We look forward to helping you from Brisk Consulting. Amazing. So this message just showed up here. Now let's go check in the dashboard what's going on. So if you go to conversations, you can see that the latest message that was just sent is the service update message. And now you will see that it actually shows the support window is active because I did do some testing earlier. But essentially what will happen is if I respond here, hello, thank you for the update. The user doesn't know if it's an automated message or from a person. Hello, thank you for the update. So now, yeah, I was doing some testing earlier, so it is sending an auto response. But essentially, the user responds here, and then let's go back here and refresh. And look, the clock here, support window is active, has now reset to 23:59 because I just sent a new WhatsApp message. Very good. And also, my reply from over here, my reply from WhatsApp is appearing in this window. And now I can have a regular conversation. You got it, or something like that. There we go. And if we check our WhatsApp, so I'm having a conversation from this tab to this tab. But this is my personal WhatsApp account, and this is my business WhatsApp account. Okay, awesome. So that's pretty much it. So we were able to send a message using this module over here. And of course, based on the scenario you are dealing with, you will use the correct template, and then you would provide the variables, which may or may not be coming from a webhook or any other source within here in Make. Awesome. And then, as I said, the user can initiate a message at any time. So that will automatically appear in the conversations window over here. And then within SendPulse, what you can also do is you can assign this. These are treated as tickets. So you can assign each conversation to a different team member so that basically they will be handling that conversation. And once the user's issue has been resolved, because this is supposed to be like a support chat, you can close the chat, and then that chat will appear in the closed conversations. So you can basically close the loop once everything has been settled. Awesome. So let's go back here and make sure we didn't miss anything. We got the setup, the 2 types of messages. We already tried sending the message using Make with the SendPulse module. And then we checked the SendPulse dashboard. We were able to see the message there. The user responded. We saw the 24-hour window, and we already saw how to create a new template and get it approved. Awesome. So there you have it. Now everything you need to know to be able to send automated WhatsApp messages using Make and SendPulse. I hope you found this useful. And if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in a future video.